Hello, thanks for listening in. So I'm Nitya, and today I'm going to talk about the 3 steps that can help a man who experience erectile issues to make love beautifully and sustainably. So in the mainstream paradigm that we're all surrounded with, the understanding about sex and what we're told about sex is that it's all about orgasm and ejaculation, and the man has to perform. He has to have an erection to make love with a woman and to give her an orgasm. So this understanding of sex is not fair for the men who experience erectile issues. It puts a lot of pressure and stress on them, and the methods that are offered in the mainstream are all based on making the man perform within that faulty paradigm. So what's suggested for this man is to take a pill to get an erection, to have an injection, to use a penis pump or a cock ring, or fantasize or watch porn, or in any other external way, frantically making himself get an erection so that he can make love with a woman. And even if this works, it's not working sustainably. And what it does, it also causes a disconnect for the man within himself. As by doing this, by trying to force his body to do what he wants it to do, he's causing a disconnect within himself. He's not respecting himself. He's not listening to himself. So the approach that I'm going to share with you here today in this video is very different to the mainstream approach. It's the opposite, and it's a sustainable approach that can be used for men and women to make love their whole life for as long as they want. And it's an approach that respects the man, it respects his body and helps him to connect with himself and listen to his body and honor himself and his body as a man and as a lover. So there's the benefits with this are obvious, because it's an approach that can actually relieve these men from all the pressure that they put themselves under, because they have bought the idea that the mainstream gives them, telling them that they have to perform, they have to make themselves get an erection to make love. So many men give up. They believe that their sex life has ended when they experience erectile issues, and that's really sad, and it doesn't need to be like that. So I want to tell a story about the golden age. It was very long that told this story. He was a Tantra teacher that lived in Australia and taught thousands of couples to make love beautifully and sustainably this way. And he was talking about the golden age when men and women were living in harmony on the planet. And they were very connected. They were very connected because they made love in a way to recharge and to reconnect and to get closer, to be completely and fully in tune with each other. They would come together every day or every other day to recharge their batteries together, to make love in a way that really nourished them very deeply and made them be so in tune that they were connected like almost telepathically. They didn't even need to speak with each other. They were so connected. And like this, they could go off and do all the things they needed to do in their world and then come back again to connect and to recharge the batteries together as lovers and partners. So this way of making love is not new, that I'm going to tell you about. It's ancient, and it's not just for men who experience erectile issues. It's not designed for them, but it just happens to work very beautifully for them. So the 3 steps to this approach, I'm not saying that this is something that you can learn in a 5-minute video, but it is very possible to understand how this works by looking at these 3 steps. And if you guys have any more questions, please, you're very, very welcome to contact me here in the comments or via private message or in an email. I'm very happy to help. So the 3 steps are: number 1, don't try to get an erection. Don't try. And the second step is let go of the attachment to orgasm and ejaculation. Don't work towards getting an orgasm. And number 3 is learn a soft entry lovemaking method. So to go a little bit deeper into these steps, the first step is about not disrespecting the body, not forcing the body to get an erection if the erection is not happening. Because by doing that, as a man, you're actually minimizing or undermining the possibility for you to get an erection by forcing it, because like that you're creating a disconnect with your own body. You want to work together with your body, listen to your body. So that's the first step, and the benefits of that is that you can let go of the pressure. There's no need to perform. There's no need to try hard to get an erection anymore. And the second step, let go of the attachment to orgasm and ejaculation. That's for both men and women. So in the mainstream paradigm, it's all about friction-based movement and rushing towards the goal, towards the climax. But in this approach, we are slowing down and letting go of the attachment to the peak orgasm, so that we can open up exponentially in each moment to the magnificence of the connection and the sensitivity of our sexual organs. And like this, our sexual organs can begin to become alive when we are not forcing our own agenda on our bodies, when we're not trying to make our body perform to our ideas. We are allowing our genitals to become alive, and they have wisdom. They know what to do. So when we're allowing our sexual organs to come alive, and as a man you're allowing your cock to come alive when it wants to, not when you want it to, when it wants to. Like this, you are giving yourself the optimal potential for actually getting an orgasm, and for getting an erection, and actually also for experiencing your omniorgasmic potential when you're letting go of the peak orgasm and climax and the attachment to that. So that's step number 2. Let go of the attachment to orgasm and ejaculation, and begin to respect your genitals and allow them to awaken and begin to express their intuitive wisdom, because they know what to do. The genitals know what to do. And the third step is learn a soft entry lovemaking method. So in our culture, most people believe that to make love, the man needs to have an erection, and that is not the case. It's just as easy as learning to ride a bicycle. The man can very well enter the woman without an erection. There's a few tricks to that I'm very happy to teach you if you want to find out more. So, or you can find it out by yourself. It's not that hard. Most importantly, you need to have the willingness to do that, and it's very easy. You need some lubricant, you need some patience, and you just need to find a way to do that. So the man doesn't need to have an erection to enter the woman. It's very possible to do that without. So a man without an erection can make love. So those are the 3 steps. And if you have any questions, please let me know. This is what I teach men in my intimacy coaching. It's one of the things I teach men, because this is just one part, but it's an important part, and it's the most revolutionary information for the men who experience erectile issues, that they can in fact make love sustainably, beautifully, passionately with their partner, while respecting themselves and letting go of the pressure and the performance. So that's all for this little video today, and I'll talk to you on Monday again. Okay, bye-bye.